Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Dojo Plans, and today we are planning some daily sheets for my social media planner. These sheets just help me really narrow down what I'm doing each week and each day, so that way I'm not super stressed out because my personality is to cram as much as possible into every day, and then I get really stressed out and I get mad at myself and I wonder why. So last week I said I was only going to have these left, but my bestie Amber from Amber Plans Her Day came through and I was able to get some more of her daily sheets. So thank goodness, because I don't think I could have mentally handled just doing these pages. So, and I only have a few more left to where like they'll be gone, I think, by the end of the year anyway. But yeah, so we have 3 pages of these. These are actually 6 pages and they're back and front. And then I have 1 page of this. So we have a total of 7 days that we're going to work on. I have some more of the new fall release sticker books pulled out. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to start with La Fleur. And let's see, I guess I want to look at it to see where and like which sheet I want to put it on. I think I'm going to put it on Amber's sheet. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to one of Amber's sheets. So let's go ahead and pull one of these out, you guys. I'm so glad I told her. And she's like, I have some left. And I was like, I'm going to need some. I was like, I can't do it. Actually, now I'm kind of thinking, okay, I lied. Let's do these ones. Let's do this one. We'll do the one that I don't like. We'll do the page. It's just, so it's not that I don't like it. It's just like really hard for me to decorate. It's one of those where I'm like, it's not easy to decorate. It's a challenge. So I'm just being a complainer, really, is what it is. I'm just complaining about everything right now. That's all. But I'm going to go ahead and, okay, well, that doesn't work how I thought it would. I'm going to go ahead and lay some of these pretty florals down to kind of take up the space in here. Okay, that works better. And let's see if there's like a smaller. There is. If I can pull it up. Give it. There we go. I'm going to get my scissors. Give them a little bit of a trim. There we go. Okay, and then we can throw in like a quote down here, and then I can kind of save this for some functional stuff. So I'm going to go to the pages where I saw there's a bunch of quotes. I'm thinking we'll do one of the rose gold quotes. Let love grow. Live today. I like these ones that are like focused on a specific day because they are daily sheets. So it's like good to have like a little reminder for that day. Okay, let's go to the front. I have to do, I wonder if I have a priority sticker. Sometimes I do. Or sometimes they're just today and to do. So let's just use the today and to do. We'll make those ones work. So we'll put today as in this is what has to get done on that day. And then we'll put one that says to do. And these are all the other things that I would like to get done. I think I'd like to do some layering. So we're going to use some more of this background. I think I'm going to layer it with boxes that I can write in. So I'm going to stick this right over here on the side. And then I'm going to go in with a few boxes here. Let's get a black one. And just lay those in here to just kind of get a layering factor in. Put this goals right in there. Cool. And then I think I'm just going to decorate with some more of those florals and then call it good. Keeping it pretty simple. I don't want to take up too much space with stuff. We also have pretty butterflies, so we can use some of those. There's some on the back pages. Few in there. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit better than I did last week. Last week was rough. I think I was just not having it, but it's okay. Okay, so La Fleur, one down, set that one aside, set that page aside, grab our next page. Next book I have is Tropical Boho, which this one is just bright and colorful, has a lot of fun little elements in it. I'm going to take this Tropical Boho sticker and lay it right in here. Kind of kick off the page a little bit. We have lots of fun stickers in here, so I think I want to do some layering of the boxes. So I'm looking to see what I have. I don't really have a lot to layer on. There's one blank one so far. Okay, there we go. We're getting some that we can layer on. I think I'm wanting... Okay, let's try this. I'm going to make this work with something because I really want to put in this fun print. But I also want to put in this color. I'm going to do lots of color in here. And I'm going to take these and just stick them on these lines just to add some more color. I do have some monthly boxes I can use. And then I can just layer something on top to cover the corner. So that's good to know. I do have a priority sticker. So we'll stick that in there. We'll just layer that. And then we have important. So let's go ahead and use that one. Like, these are still important tasks to get done. Let's see. Live the story you want to tell. Throw this down here. Okie dokie. And then we can add some of these fun animals and just decorations. Ooh. Whoa. It's not straight. Just gonna add some of these in here. We can add some of these leaves. Add some of these in some different spots. Kind of fill in the area. And we have some leopard spots that can kind of put in some different spots as well. Just fill it in. I like the idea of putting one of these over there. I'm going to do this one. Let joy be your compass. Put that in there to kind of cover that spot up. And then maybe I'll just add a couple more birds in here. Keep it pretty simple, but I like it so far. Okay, I think I'm going to call it good because I like what I've got going on so far. Let's use this Create a Life You Love sticker. I feel like I want to layer it somewhere, but it's also see-through, so that kind of makes it hard. Cut that little piece off. Create a life you love, and then we can get some of that orange in there. Okay, I think that one's good. Using Tropical Boho. I love it. Has some purple accents in there. Next book I have is Painted Blossoms. And this one's really pretty. Ooh, we have just like the big florals in here. Ooh, yes. Okay. There's so many fun elements. Okay, I want to go back to wherever those giant florals were, because we can have those in the background. I think I'm going to go with rose gold. Feeling rose gold, but I'm going to put a bunch of these just kind of all over, and then I can kind of layer things on top or around them. So just going to put a few of these in here. Okay, put a few of those. We do have some pretty rose gold boxes, but I'm going to wait and see what kind of functional words we have, if we have any. I love the little llama, and I love the little Grow Today. So let's use this Grow Today sticker. Oh, I keep not laying it down flat. Okay, there we go. Grow Today. And then we can have some of these floral elements that kind of match that Grow Today. So it kind of looks a little bit more together. We have some fun animals. I'm looking for the functional stuff real quick first, before I go too far. Make good use of today. I like this one. Layer that right in there. Okay, again, I'm just seeing if there are any functional words like my to-do and priority kind of things, because if not, then I'll just go ahead and put them in myself. Put this down at the bottom, right around there. Laugh more, worry less. Okay, here's some words, but I don't think we have pencil it in. I actually like that because that's usually what this is. This is like, if I have time, then I can move to that stuff. I also like, there's another one that says now or never. So I think we're going to use these ones because I like those. I wonder, I don't think they will. It kind of would. Okay, let's try this. Just to get a little bit more of the rose gold in here, I'm going to take some of the rose gold boxes and I'm going to stick them on the lines just for fun. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to stick them right inside them. So I do need to give them a little bit of a trim so they fit nicely inside the box and don't stray too far out of it. Okay, that's better. That's better. A little piece of sticker stuck to me. Okay, and then we're going to use now or never for my like priority one. Because it's like, get it done now or it's never going to happen. I'm going to leave that one uncut just because it has a box around it. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I feel like there's some more like fun little elements over here. Yeah, like these little mushrooms are so cute. I like branches. Branches are a good way to take up some space and fill in some spots. I can use this little get it done banner. It's a good reminder to get things done. We have more little mushrooms. So cute. Okay, I think I'm going to be good with that one. Pretty simple. I won't put extra boxes. So that was using painted blooms. So 3 pages down. All right, next one. We have, let's do this one first. We have, this is the Bright Year. It's the Pixar. So I grabbed the big size because I thought the big size might be easier in here, but I honestly don't know because there's a lot of, what's it called? Like kind of like horizontal layout things in here. So I don't know if this will be easier or not, but I thought we could just kind of play with some of the characters. And they're all in like the same like bright colors. So I think this one will be fun to play with. So I'm going to take this, don't forget. Maybe we can just focus on these squares. I want to take like something from each one at some point. So this one might not be like crazy decorated, but that's okay. Oh no. Okay, well I'm just going to put it on top. I was going to put it underneath, but that didn't work. Okay, let's grab another one from a different thing. We have Wally. I think I'm going to use this one up here. Cover that box. And then I think we're just missing Up in Toy Story. Let's use this Dare to Begin. And then I think I'm just going to play with my characters all over. But first I need to get some kind of quote thing from Toy Story. So maybe I can do a long one. Maybe. Oh yeah, and we have Finding Nemo too. Gosh dang it. There's more in here than I remembered. Use that one. Put this right down at the bottom, and then we just have Toy Story, I think. Because then we've taken something from everything else. The trash is picking up my neighbor's trash, so sorry if you're hearing background noise, but not a lot I can do about it. Okay, so we have that little piece from Toy Story. Okay, now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just take little bits and pieces as far as like the decoration part of things from each one of these. So I'm going to get a couple of my characters and I'm just going to have them all over the page. It's not a very like decoraty type book, which I am kind of sad about. I do think it's fun we have them in black and white, but I'm like, it also would have been fun to have them, you know, in some other things, and then we don't even have all the characters. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's a fun book, but a lot of things were definitely missed. Like, we literally only have Dory and Nemo. We only had a few of the Incredibles, so it is kind of sad, but, you know, we're going to make it work. We do have silhouettes of them, too, so maybe I should put some silhouettes to get some color of some of them. So maybe we can do that for Toy Story. We'll do the silhouettes. Oh, watch this one not even have them. Okay, this one doesn't even have silhouettes. So I guess I won't do that for these ones. I'm just going to lay them all over. And then we have Bo. I'm like, do I have any silhouettes of any of the other ones? Nope, Monsters doesn't have the silhouettes. Up doesn't have them, but how come we had them for... Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna place them all around my page. That way I just have all the characters somewhere. because why not? Yeah, it's kind of a bummer for this book. Like, I'm glad we're getting new characters, and I'm sure we'll get more. I mean, I think it's like that gateway. I mean, originally when we first got the princesses, we didn't have like a ton of things from them. Okay, I don't really think I can fit anymore. I'm gonna have to not take up as much room. We'll put Russell, because I love Russell. Super cute. But you know, like when we first got the princesses, we only got a little bit. And then now we have a lot of different princesses. And then same thing with like Mickey. We only had one style of things. So I'm sure as time goes, like this was just like an opening of a gate to get some of these characters in the doors. So I'm sure we'll see more soon. But just gotta be patient until then. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one pretty simple because there's not a lot of decorating elements other than these black and white things. I wish I would have realized, like, how come these ones have like the silhouettes, but then like the rest don't. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and flip this one over. We're going into some more Disney books. I have the seasonal, what is this called? Mickey and Minnie seasonal from the fall release. I pulled out both the big and classic because I don't know which one I'd rather use in here. But we're going to do a fall. So I'm going to look for the fall section, wherever that is. Maybe that's at the back. Is fall last in here? Okay, yeah, I think fall might be last. Yes, okay, yeah. So we're going to do a fall one. I just haven't decided. I think I want to go ahead and use the big because it'll just take up more room. Takes up more room. And it's not super fall. Well, I guess it is. We can make it fall-y. That's a word. It's not, but it is now. So let's take this one. I'm going to go ahead and use the big sticker book because I think it'll just be better for taking up space. And then we have all these pretty leaves that kind of go along with that stickers. And we can just go in and add in these leaves to take up some space, decorate the page, all that good stuff. Yeah. We have some like Mickey heads we can stick in there. Have a gold one. Stick over here. Yes, I'm just going to fill in this space with these leaves because I don't think there's a lot of other elements in this one. It's a very like minimal seasonal book. Just get a little bit of stuff for a season. Nothing too crazy though. Okay, so just filling in that space. I'll probably go back to that. These are so stinking cute, these little Mickey head things. I'm going to use one of these just for fun, just because they're so cute. Like, why not? Some of these little circles. Put some of them in here. Again, I'm just taking up some space because there's not a lot to each like season for decorating. So putting a little bit around. There's not a ton to decorate with. It's interesting because it's like some books are definitely better if you were to pull out like another book to mix with it. I think that's where they'll shine a little bit better, is pulling out some other stickers to pair them with. But I just wanted to see if I could make spreads with just that book. And you can. Just have to work a little bit harder. Put some of these like Mickey bullet point things in here. I'm not a big bullet point person, so can use these as decoration instead. Oops. Except I keep bending and breaking them. Okay. All right, I think that's good. 2 more pages left. And I am going to have to use a book again because I didn't pull out enough books. But we're going to go in with Nightmare Before Christmas because why not? At the time that I'm filming this video, I don't have the new sticker book from Walmart. But, you know, I had to film some things ahead of leaving for my trip. So I'm going to make this one work. I think I'm probably going to have to pull out my boxes to make it a little bit more fun. Because these ones aren't as functional as like the new book is. That is for sure. Let's base it off of the villains in the story. So I'm going to go in with Oogie Boogie and the Boogie Boys. Or Boogie's Boys. The Boogie Boys. Just gave them a whole new name. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with this deep red. And give myself some boxes. I don't know. Brown might have a color close to Oogie. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to do this other. Yeah, it's like more like dirty tan color. Okay, let's see if we can pull in any elements from here to kind of make it a little bit more decorative. And some of these splotches. Can't do a ton because some of these are just so huge. Gigantic. So I don't want to do a whole ton. But I'm going to use what I can. And we'll make it work. And again, just filling in space with these fillers. I can't wait till I have that book. Obviously, by the time this video is up, I'll have it, but I'm having to film ahead so that way everything's taken care of by the time I get home. Just trying to set myself up for success instead of stress. Ooh, that was good. I wish I would have put that over there because it's a perfect corner piece, but I'm going to put the spider web over there. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to add those colored boxes again in both of those same colors, and then we'll call this one good into keeping it really simple. But it's not a super decorative book. Okay, flipping that one over. Like I said, we are going to use another book. I think I'm going to go in with La Fleur again because I really like that one. And since we used that one on the other sheet, we can try and see what we can do with it in this layout. So, I want to see, I don't know if there was a decorative double wide. I saw some that were not decorative, that were functional. I'm curious if there's a double wide that I can layer on top of. Or no, these ones are just going to be quotes. That's okay. Okay, let's use one of these. Life blooms out of a hopeful heart. I like that one because then we can add some black to it. So I think I'm going to stick it down here. And then like this sticker, create something beautiful every day. Lay that right down at the bottom. We can take some boxes. You can, today's plan. Maybe this one we'll try to do without any foil in it. Today I will speak kindness and truth. Stick that in there. Again, because I really like the ones that are talking about like specifically like today. Because it makes sense because these are daily pages. So they'll be good little reminders for later. Do want to get some of this red color in here. So I'm going to start pulling that in. Can even use that as my boxes here. Take the green this time. This time I'll just write it. And I do have some that would work for that, but I think I'm just going to write it this time. I don't want to have that much of that color all in one spot. Haven't really added any of those pretty florals and decorative elements yet. So, I have these guys, which are flat-edged pieces, which could be fun. And a different way to get these florals in here. So let's try these. Pick a couple different spots to lay them in. I need to layer something on that because I'm not feeling that. I need just like another box. Looking for another box. I know there are boxes. There we go. I just needed to break that shape up a little bit. Some shapes are easier to use than others, that is for sure. Change that to agenda. Well, we also got some black in there. These florals are just so big. So I think I'm going to stick to these smaller pieces. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to add one floral in there. We can add that one I was going to use earlier because I don't need all that space to write. Get some more of those florals in here. Get some of these bugs. Oopsies. Whoops. Okay, kept that one simple. Alright, I think that is it. We did them all. So here is 1, and then 2. Then we have 3, and 4, 5. Ooh, I like this one. And 6. I think this one's my favorite though, because there's purple in it. And then we have 7. So there we go. 7 daily sheets using 6 different sticker books from the fall release. But I still hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!